What's up, Shredheads? Pokemon Battle Styles has just released. I've just got my ETB. I'm going to open this. You're going to mega punch that like button. And I'm also going to examine the entire Battle Style set to see if it's worthwhile you opening some product, to see if it's worthwhile you collecting this product, and to see if it's worthwhile you investing in this product. So by the end of today's video, and by the time we've opened the last pack in today's video, you're going to know if you should buy or skip. Now, Shreddy knows a thing or two about fighting styles. So, yeah. Let's get ready, Shreddy, and go.
Are you ready for Shreddy?
Welcome back to the Pokemon Card Classic, guys. If it's your first time here, then thanks for joining us. Hit the subscribe button to see more Pokemon market videos and Pokemon collection videos from the Jack Stack serial thriller of Pokemon card collecting. That's me. But today we are opening up 2 Battle Styles ETBs and we're doing a set breakdown. So first up, let's take a look at the new mechanic that has been introduced in Battle Styles. This Rapid Strike and Single Strike dynamic. Now, I don't play the Pokemon TCG. I've not played it in probably around 5 years now, 4 years now. So in all honesty, I'm not going to try and blag my way through this part of the video. I don't know what this new mechanic does to the game. I don't know how it's going to affect the game. And I've not spoken to any players about this new mechanic. So in terms of what it's going to do and what the effect is going to be on the card game, Shreddy doesn't know. What I do know is that it has got this new mechanic and it is introducing this new mechanic into the game. So if it is a successful mechanic that's been introduced to the game, this could go a long way for Battle Styles as being, you know, a first set to introduce it. Because I imagine we're going to see this mechanic for a couple of sets going forward. For long-term investment and for long-term value of the cards, will it have much value? In all honesty, probably not, in my opinion. I don't see how this new mechanic is really going to affect the price of these cards in this set as a long-term investment, but I could be wrong. In the short term, I see it having a bigger impact on cards when the world opens back up and people are playing the card game in person again. I see it having more of an impact on the immediate price of cards and the cards that are worthwhile and the cards that are playable within competitive play. But outside of that, I don't see it being a huge factor in the price increase of the set as an investment. Okay, next up, let's take a look at some of the cards in this set. Now, the cards that stand out to me within this set are the Urshifu cards. There's a couple of variants of them. There's the V and there's the V Max, there's the Single Strike, there's the Rapid Strike. The artworks on these cards look absolutely amazing. People are a huge fan of them already. They're so intricate, they're so detailed. That is a big plus for this set. Outside of those cards, you've also got the Tyranitar and the Tyranitar alternate art, which is already, you know, a collector's favourite. People are going crazy over this in the Facebook groups and over on Instagram. You then have the Gold's Houndoom card, which this is such a cool looking card. Again, this is quickly became one of the chase cards of the set. This for me is my favourite card from this set, and it's the card that I would like to get. Houndoom is one of those Pokemon that brings back so much nostalgia for me. Gen 2, Pokemon Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, right when Pokemon was at its kind of peak for, you know, popularity, when it was at its peak for the, you know, the fad was, you know, just super hot. Pokemon was super hot. I remember seeing those Houndoom cards from the Neo sets when they were in Japanese long before they came out over here in England. Houndoom is a cool Pokemon. This is a very cool looking card. So again, this set has got a couple of really great standout cards in terms of the art style. And Tyranitar and Houndoom are 2 kind of fan favourites from Pokemon, I would say. There's also a couple of cool full art trainers in this. You've got the Bruno card, the rainbow version of the Bruno card. So these are some decent full art trainers. But this is where we kind of look at the set as a little bit of a negative as well. When we look at the entirety of the set, it's very Gen 8 heavy. Now, this makes perfect sense because it's based on the Isle of Armor Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. And it does make sense that these newer sets that are based, you know, on the Sword and Shield era and the Sword and Shield games, it makes perfect sense that these kind of capture and these sets encompass a lot of the Generation 8 Pokemon within them, because because these sets are based off this generation of games. However, for a long-term investment and for a set to be super hot, focusing so heavily on one of these newer generations instantly kind of narrows the appeal of the set. I know from personal experience, and I know from, just looking at the online groups, looking at the Instagram pages, for a set to be truly successful amongst collectors and for investors, it needs to appeal to a much wider range of fans and Pokemon collectors than just the latest generation. Take a look at something like Hidden Fates, which had a complete core set of Generation 1 Pokemon for nostalgia. Then you had that Shiny Vault, which was the real appeal of Hidden Fates, packed with Pokemon across all different generations, a good mix of, everything from Generation 1 up until Generation 7, I think it was at the time. So it kind of ticked all the boxes, it appealed to everybody, but importantly, it appealed to those nostalgic fans. Because this set is so focused around Generation 8 Pokemon, I think this is kind of a drawback on the set overall for its longevity. Look at even this compared to Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage had all those Pikachu cards, fan favourite from Gen 1. People are absolutely buzzing over Gen 1. You've got those legendary Pokemon in there, those amazing rares. Compare that, which is one of the most recent modern sets, to Battle Styles, and there's just a complete disparity between the appeal and the excitement around those two sets so far. On that topic, we can lead on to the next element, which is the lack of amazing rares in the set. Now, we saw these in some of the Japanese sets being introduced, which look absolutely sick. They made the way over to the Vivid Voltage set, and I think there was some in Shining Fates, and the effect on these amazing rares are absolutely gorgeous, especially the ones that have legendary Pokemon on them, the legendary dogs. They just look absolutely, artwork is stunning, the holo effect is stunning, and it gives some real value, and it gives a regular holo that's not a full art. It kind of gives us some credibility back, and it gives some meaning to those cards that aren't full art. For the longest time in Pokemon, I think that when you pull a regular holo, it's kind of on par with just being a regular rare card, where you pull a regular holo and it doesn't even seem like a pull, which is a shame because some of these cards that just are in the regular art style, not full art, have really cool artwork and really, gorgeous artwork on them. Those amazing rares included, and that amazing rare is just a kind of nice in between a regular holo and a full art card or a V card, and I much prefer seeing those amazing rare designs over the V cards, because the V cards and the VMAX cards for me are a little bit like, I don't know, just not a huge fan of them. The fact that this set doesn't contain any of those amazing rares is a bit of a disappointment, because they were so cool and they were kind of picking up popularity, introduced in Vivid Voltage, over in Shine Fate, and then they've just gone, and we kind of reverted back to that V card and the VMAX card with the full art, which, yeah, it's a shame to see that we've lost those amazing rares. In terms of a set size, I believe there's 183 cards in this set, including the 20 secret rares, which puts it at around, a decent size set. It's not, too small, it's not too big, it's a decent size set. So I think the appeal of this will be for collectors to be able to complete the master set without it going too crazy. And in terms of the chase cards, so far what we're seeing in the market space and in the open market, not too many of these cards are going for crazy prices. Off the top of my head, you're only really looking at the Tyranitar alternate art, the Houndoom gold cards, and those Urshifu cards that are expensive. Everything else doesn't seem too bad at the minute. So for a collector who's either looking to, rip some packs and make some stacks and open this for themselves and collect this, pull the set themselves for their own binder, it's a doable set probably to complete it. And even if you're missing a few cards and you want to buy those singles, it's probably not going to be too expensive for you to open. So it's a realistic set to think, okay, I want to be able to complete that entire set. Availability of this set is absolutely, from what I'm seeing so far, absolutely spot on. The product isn't hard to get hold of over here in the UK. I'm not seeing, crazy scalp stories from over in the States or anywhere like that. It seems like a readily accessible and a readily available set, which it's good because this is obviously going to be more geared around players and those who are looking to play the card game competitively. So those guys need to be able to get that product, and they need to be able to get it at an affordable price. So I don't know if Pokemon has intentionally upped production and upped print of battle styles, knowing that the past couple of sets there's been demand and supply issues, or if that the demand for this set just isn't being as popular, so there's product that's more readily available. The fact that this set kind of isn't selling out everywhere and it's not being scalped suggests to me that there's just not so much demand for it, which again, because it's not a super in-demand set right now, the long-term viability, I kind of see that, you know, because it's not scarce now, readily available, I don't see why there's anything in the set that would suddenly make people think, okay, that's a cool set, you know, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, and think that they suddenly want to rush to get it. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am on this one. Now, this next one is a little bit more anecdotal, but we're going to talk about pull rates. And from my experience of opening these boxes, and from what I'm seeing online, people are having a hard time pulling good cards from this set. Again, this is one of those things that's hard to kind of really put a figure on, you know, how hard are these cards to pull, because it's just one of those things that you can't really track. But I am seeing a lot of people kind of reporting that the pull rates are a little bit lower on this set. So it makes those rare cards and those chase cards a little bit more valuable, a little bit more kind of special, because they're not easily accessible, which can help protect the value of some of these cards if obviously the market is not being, you know, oversaturated with them and there's not too many being pulled. But at the same time, a lot of collectors might look at this set and think, oh, the pull rates are trash, I'm going to just skip over it and kind of not even give it a go. So this one kind of, it's a positive but also negative at the same time. As you're going to see in this opening, the 2 ETBs that I opened, pulls weren't great. Anybody on a budget who enjoys opening cards, if they're not kind of getting that pull rate, they're just going to skip the set and go for something that they perceive is going to give them better value when they're opening the cards. So for battle styles, we've got some pros, we've got some cons, but what do we make of the set overall? Well, what we're going to do now is open 2 ETBs before I give you my final verdict, and by the time I've opened this last pack, you're going to know if this is a set that you should buy into or just skip over. But one thing that you will know for sure is that you've got to mega punch that thumbs up button for battle style games. So we get 8 booster packs in this ETB, which is down a little bit from the usual 10 that I've had in the last couple of ETBs that I've got, but it is a slightly cheaper price than the others, so I can't complain too much about that. The sleeves, which always look nice from these sets, and I'm surprised that there's no promo card in there, which completely didn't realise that these ETBs didn't come with a promo, but yeah, there we have it. So we got 8 packs to open today. We got the Empoleon, the Urshifu, that's the Rapid Strike, the Tyranitar, and then the Single Strike. So yeah, looking forward to opening these, and let's see what we can get. So pack numero uno is opened very easy, as we go 1, 2, 3, 4, which I'm guessing is going to be the card trick for this set. And starting off with a very apt Fighting Energy, and we're just going to go through these not too quick, but I just, oh, that's a nice looking Spearow. Artwork on that looks very nice. So this is the first time I'm opening these cards, guys. Oh, that's a nice looking Zubat as well. It's like a woolen texture, almost like not called plushies, but you know, just like a knitted kind of monster. Cool looking Cubone there. We got a Frillish. Oh, we got a Tower of Darkness reverse holo, and just a regular rare to start things off with. So there's pack 1 down. So we're not going to go too quick or too slow to start with. We just want to open these cards. Oh, this looks like a really nice Electabuzz to start this pack off with. Because this is a new set to me, and I want to be able to open these, enjoy these, and so you guys can get a look at this set with me as well. So we start off with the Fire Energy, the EXP share, we got the Carcol, we got the Dottler there. Now that is a really cool looking Electabuzz right there. Sometimes when I look at these cards, like that there is a common, that could easily be like a rare card. And I know rare cards in Pokemon now don't really, you know, mean much, but still, ooh, that's a nice Glyke. I remember looking forward to this guy so much when Gen 2 was first announced back in the day. A Salandit, a Bronzor, we got a Reverse Holo Esper, and a Jellicent as our rare card there as well. So 2 packs down as we move on to the Tyranitar pack now. So I'm interested to know, guys, what you think of this set. Is it going to be a one that you guys are actually going to open for yourself? As we go 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Is it a set that you're looking to open yourself? Are you skipping this? Are you opening it? Edward, bloody Jedward there. Not the coolest of villains from the games. Oh, a nice looking Golbat there. Always nice to see those Gen 1 and Gen 2ers get some cool art in the modern sets. As we get a reverse holo Cubone and we get our first holo pull of the set, and it's an Ember card, which looks pretty decent there. So we got an Ember 4. So we're hitting that halfway pack of today, the halfway point for openings today, and so far there's been a distinct lack of fire, but we'll see if we can turn it round with the second half of the box. Now that looks like another cool art there as well. The Gliscor, got that Zubat again, and these Rapid Strike in single strikes. Oh, that's a nice looking Onyx. 5 energy for that's crazy. That's absolutely mental. Oh, that's a nice looking art as well, the Mobile. So the thing I like about this set is some of the art, even on these common and the uncommon cards, do look very nice. And again, so we just got a substandard pack there. As we move on to our next, the next half of the set, and hopefully we can get at least a V card from this box. It'll be very disappointing if we don't, but hopefully we can get one of those chase cards that I am looking for, and it definitely doesn't look like we're going to be getting it in this pack because there's nothing there. So we'll go Fighting Energy, EXP Share, we've got the Carcol, the Dottler, the Glycar, Salandit, the Bronzor, the Cassina, Spoink, Jedward, and ooh, nice. So again, probably not one of like the chase cards of the set, but that is a cool looking Steelix. Better than I thought, but yeah, that's pretty nice. Very, very nice. Crazy seeing cards like that require 5 energy. 3 packs to go, guys. Let me know down in the comments, is Battle Styles a set that you're opening, or is it a set that you are passing up on? Be interested to know, because it's kind of got a lukewarm reception, this, and it's kind of picked up a little bit as, you know, I just got closer to release. But we're on to the next pack here, and like I said, this box has been very disappointing, to be honest, out of the 8 packs. And that's kind of the string of bad luck we've had in openings lately on the channel. There's been nothing that I've pulled, and that's kind of got me excited, in all honesty. And this is going to be, you know, like another 8 packs down. And we're not even going to do the card trick this time. We're just going to go through, see what we've got. Yeah, absolutely terrible. Mr. Rhyme. So yeah, very poor. And this is the part that makes me always remember, like I always say about not opening cards, and this is the reason why, because you're spending good money on a set, you don't even get a promo on this ETB, and getting like pretty much crap back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just go straight to it. Yeah, that is terrible. Really, really disappointing. So because that was shit pulls, we're going to go straight on to opening our second ETB, which I was going to do this in a separate video, but we're going to just do it in this one here. In that last set, there's the sleeves in this, which do look pretty cool. Packs is just a bit of, it's a complete gamble. Like, I could open one of these ETBs, and in the first pack, like you see it on the groups all the time, someone will open up a mini tin, a Shining Fates mini tin, and get the Charizards. They say, oh yeah, that's great, but then you'll have other people who open literally hundreds, or if not thousands of pounds worth of packs,
and get absolutely nothing. So it is just a massive gamble. But if you want to play kind of by averages, the best way to go about collecting the cards is just buying the singles. A little bit like those Japanese full arts that I recently bought. That's a cool looking Primeape. Like, it's going to be a worthless card, but it's pretty cool looking. And when you're spending like decent money on these, and you know that they're worthless, like what you're pulling is like pennies from a pack, it just does make you think, what is the point? But moving on to our next pack here, and we've got something there, which is a Necrozma V, which at least it's a V card, at least it's a full art. Looks pretty cool. Suppose we can say we've got one hit today then. Yeah, it's not really the cards, like I don't even know what the Pokemon is, so hard to get excited when the pull that you get isn't even like a Pokemon you know. And that's kind of what happened with Shine Fate. I only opened up 3 of those tins, and then I kind of thought, right, I'm not opening any more of the sets. Now, Houndour. What we're looking for is the Houndoom. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. If we could get that in the gold, then it would be pretty cool. That's the card that we're looking for. But that is a cool looking art there. Houndour is one of my favourite Pokemon from Gen 2. Always liked them when I was a kid. It's one of those Pokemon that I'll quite often go back to and put in my party when I'm playing through Gold and Silver or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, even if it's on any of the other games where it's got it in the game, I'll always try and put like a Houndour on the party somewhere. And oh, Bruno there, just the common, well, uncommon. It's not really the one that we're looking for. We've got the Rapids, we've got Mustard there, the Rapid Strike style Mustard, another Houndour, Shinx, Weeping Bell, the Mr. Rhyme. And I think we're going to get 2 boxes in and not really get a great deal. Yep, crap. So we've got, oh, we're over halfway through this box now. We've only got 3 packs left. And let's see what we get. Marowak's the rare card there. So we've only got 1 V card here. No hits there. Have yourself a code card, YouTube. And then last pack. And then this will be the only battle styles that I open up. So what I've been doing lately is getting some products, opening some on the channel, and then the rest that I've got is just to kind of keep the seal collection. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go straight to the back there. We've got the Flapple V.
So 2 ETBs down, and I genuinely feel like that was a massive waste of money. Soured me a lot because the pulls where that first box was, in my opinion, abysmal. I understand that you're not always going to win when you open Pokemon, and let's be honest, I've said this many times, opening Pokemon packs and opening Pokemon product is low-key gambling, and I understand that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but when you're spending like £42–45 on one of these boxes and you're not even getting a promo card in there, and you're not even getting a single card that you think, I'm happy with that. Yes, I've overpaid because I've opened, you know, the products. When you come away from that experience feeling pissed off and annoyed that you've just spent that money opening those cards, you've got nothing that's either valuable or at least something that you would enjoy to have in your own collection, it just leaves a very sour taste in your mouth. And I'd actually bought 6 of these ETBs and I ain't going to open any more Battle Styles right now because it's just soured me so much in this experience. There's only a handful of cards in this set that I actually want for myself. And in all honesty, I'm just going to buy those cards as singles because it's going to be a lot cheaper. And for me personally, there's no fun in opening Pokemon products when the Pokemon that you're looking at, a lot of them you're not even overly familiar with or you've got no attachment with. And that goes back to what I mentioned earlier about this being a Generation 8 heavy set. Yeah, there's a couple of cool Pokemon that I know from the game, but I just look at them as just like meh, 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 and it's just not a fun experience for me, personally. You, on the other hand, may really enjoy Pokemon Sword and Shield. You may think this is the best generation of Pokemon and might have some of your favourites in. If that's the case, this might be a set that you enjoy a lot more than me. But my personal experience, I ain't opening any more of this set. So a note before we give the final verdict on this set about the ETBs is these only contain 8 packs and there is no promo card in this. Now I was very disappointed to find out that there was no promo card in these ETBs. I'll be honest, I just assumed there was going to be a promo card in here because most ETBs do have a promo card. And it's one of those things where at least, you know, if you're getting a promo card in the ETB, you're kind of getting like a guaranteed card that looks cool, or you know, like if you don't get any good pulls, you can sell that card to recoup a little bit of the money back. These ETBs are a little bit cheaper than what we've seen with Champions Path and what we've seen with the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes. And that is because you only get 8 booster packs as opposed to 10, and you're missing a promo card. Because there's nothing specific or exclusive to these ETBs, that's another reason why I don't think this set or this exact product, the ETB, is going to be as investable as, let's say, I don't know, a Hidden Fate or a Champions Path ETB, where you get that guaranteed promo in it, and the only way to get that promo is through the Elite Trainer box. This set is missing that, so again, it's another negative as to the long-term investing potential of this set. So what's the overall verdict on Battle Styles? A middle-of-the-road set. Probably is more interesting for players than it is for collectors. There is a handful of cards that I really, really like from this set, but a handful of cards in this set is not enough to make me want to continue ripping through packs, making stacks, and trying to get those cards. The rest of the set outside of those, you know, handful is a little bit meh. There was nothing special at the ETBs. The other sealed product that's announced for this set, there's no like pin badge collections and things like that. So there's nothing really exciting to go for there. I'm not saying this is a bad set because it's not. I'm saying it's an average, middle of the road kind of set. For modern collectors, is very obtainable and is probably a decent set to go after to try and complete that master set because it's not too big. Here's that handful of chase cards in there. So if you're a fan of modern Pokemon, then, you know, by all means go for it. My recommendation would be, if you really enjoy opening products, buy a couple of packs just to have that experience. You may get lucky. I've heard that the ETBs have worse pull rates than booster boxes, so I would maybe steer clear of the ETBs and just try and go for a booster box if you want to open a good selection of this product. As a long-term investable set, for me, this just doesn't really tick many of the boxes as a long-term investment. If there was a promo card in the ETBs and they were separate for, you know, the red and the blue one, then maybe I would say the ETBs would have a little bit more investability. But for me, at the minute, you know, I'm just not convinced. I'm not going to be stockpiling on any Battle Styles products, sealed products for, you know, a long-term gain or a long-term investment. Yes, in like 10 years' time, maybe even 5 years' time, when this is out of print, it will have raised in value, but the return on investment compared to a set like Vivid Voltage or Hidden Fates, Shine Fates even, it's not going to be anywhere near that level. In my opinion, this is not financial advice. It's just what this jack-stacked Pokemon card collector thinks, and I'm sharing that opinion with you guys here. So, final verdict, the set isn't a complete dud. If you're a fan of modern Pokemon, if you're a fan of the Sword and Shield era, by all means, go and buy some cards, have some fun in opening them. If you're not overly fussed on this era, and if there is only a handful of cards in the set, like me, that you enjoy, I would completely skip opening any of this product. Buy the singles and then save your money for another set that you're going to have more fun opening. I would also recommend to mega punch that thumbs up button and to let me know what you think of Battle Styles down in the comments below. Is it a set that you're enjoying? Is it a set that you're buying into? Is it a set that you're collecting and investing? Or are you going to pass on Battle Styles? Let me know down below. In the eye right now is one of my latest videos, so be sure to go and check that one out. Subscribe for more Pokemon videos from the Jacked Stacked serial thriller of Pokemon card collecting, Shreddy. But until next time, remember that collecting ain't no gimmick, it's a lifestyle.